All right, let's talk about our
Damn it.
experience at Cinemark, guys. Because look, we have been waiting a year.
Jacob didn't even think about it until you put it.
We have been waiting a year to go back to the movie theater. Well, 3 of the 5 of us, because 2 of us ditched the others for a certain movie, but that's okay.
Oh yeah,
we went back to the theater. We got to experience the protocols and all of the things that they're putting in place for COVID as far as an experience. We got a private screening. I would love everybody to just give kind of a quick sentence or two or thoughts on their experience with the theater in general, the cleanliness, the private screening as well. That way, any of our viewers who are watching who may be in the area of a Cinemark or doing a private screening, they kind of get a word out there if they've not done it yet. Jacob, if you just want to start, we'll go down the row. From the experience.
Yes, I saw Tenet when it came out, but it wasn't the same. This was with, so at Cinemark, they're doing private theater rentals. In California, Northern California, where we are, it's $150 for a new release, and you can have up to 20 people. And if 20 people go and you split it, it's like $750 a ticket. So if you're comfortable going, I highly recommend it, and especially you can go with the people that you're comfortable with, that and they wipe down all the theaters. They have those spray sanitation machines, and I was not worried at all. Like I had a good time. Like they even from the moment you walk in the door, like they have the doors locked because they don't want a bunch of people just coming in. Like everything's pretty safe, and the way they handle the concessions and all that. So I know theaters were like officially dead closed for a while, but I wish we would have done this sooner. Like it's a great alternative to just going now. So, and I wouldn't, like, some of my family members were going to watch Kong vs. Godzilla, and I was like, you guys need to go watch it in theaters. And they ended up renting a private theater as well, and with some of their friends. So I think it was a great experience, honestly.
Brian?
I agree. You walk in and you immediately smell how it was clean. It like you were like, oh dang, this actually, you could tell it's clean. There wasn't a crumb on the ground, nothing. It was great. If you can afford to pay with some friends and some people you trust, absolutely do it. I mean, I went with people that I trust. I mean, I also am double vaxxed already, but it was a great experience. And I mean, everything we did, from the concessions to sitting down to leaving, I never once didn't feel uncomfortable, and perfect size. Even if we didn't want to sit near each other, we could have spread out and been comfortable with the amount of space we had. And that we felt comfortable because Jacob's a germaphobe and he sat next to us. So
exactly.
Yeah, it was great. I was pretty impressed, to be completely honest. So,
Gio?
Yep, I echo what Jacob and Brian said. I was impressed with the way that they handled the crowds. There was a manager standing by at the concessions, directing people where to go, and I thought that was very professional. They have placements on the floor where it's safe social distancing, and obviously the private theater, you want to walk into a clean environment. I would know something about that because I was a hotel manager before this pandemic, and cleanliness was a big thing heading into when COVID got really bad. But they're taking the right protocols and they're doing the right thing. This will probably be the normal going into the new year. It'll just be that way until everybody's vaccinated. So it's a process. Be patient. But I definitely give my endorsement to Cinemark.
Keith?
Yes, absolutely. Same here. It's the kind of thing, the cleaning, everything that they're doing now, the efforts that they're making, which is great. And I love something they should have been doing for years prior to this, but listen, however you got to get there, you got to get there. So hopefully this is normal for all theaters going forward. So, because like Brian said, you could just tell, you could just smell like, oh, it smells clean in here, which is awesome. And so that the cleanliness part aside, I wasn't even worried about any kind of a transmission of anything. I like Brian, I got my vaccine the week before, so I wasn't worried about that. My first shot. But yeah, you know, I wasn't worried about anything else. There weren't as many people there as I was kind of thinking there might be. But look, our group, and I know we joked. Obviously, yes, I went and saw Tenet back in September. There were less people there. There were less people there at that showing than we had in our group. Okay, there was like 6 people in that theater, and they were all spread out. So we were all sitting together. So, you know, but like Brian said, you could sit wherever. I mean, the whole theater, like that was awesome. That was the best part, you know, and there was enough of us to where you could hear reactions from all of our group and stuff. So it was kind of like being in a, you know, not packed, of course, but, you know, just seeing it with enough of a group.
I went to go see a movie with less people than that before.
Exactly. Yeah, right. It was like, you know, but no, you still got that communal experience because it was us, you know, obviously our group. I hadn't been to it. I was thinking about it because I didn't see Rise of Skywalker with you guys because I had to work. But that was the first time seeing a movie with you guys since I think Endgame. So we're talking nearly 2 years. Yeah,
I'm glad Keith didn't see Rise of Skywalker with us.
Yeah,
you should be because you would have seen a very angry face coming out of the theater. Like, what is what? But that was great. Listen, that part, like I said, that all aside, I mean, that was worth it alone just to, you know, see the movie with my friends again. So,
yeah, I will echo everyone's comments. I just want to give a big applause to Cinemark on the way that they're handling this. They are making sure that not only that we feel comfortable the second we walk through the door with sanitized stations or employees helping us and you know, making us feel safe inside the environment, but they're also promoting it on the screen before the film. That way they know that we know as viewers, like, look, we're taking this just as serious as you want us to. And like Brian and everyone else mentioned, you could smell it as you walked in. It didn't feel dirty. It didn't smell dirty. It didn't feel like we were walking into something old. It felt like they had been taking care of the theater. And it's absolutely something that I would, that I plan on doing again, obviously. And we plan on doing it quite a bit for private screenings for the foreseeable future. I will also say that if this becomes the new norm, when things do get back to normal, I'll happily do a private screening because I thought the private screening was handled beautifully.
It was awesome.
Whatever Cinemark did as far as the app, just going and purchasing a private screening and picking a time and the way that we distribute the tickets on our own. You know, we say how many numbers. Like, for example, I bought the private screening, so $150. I went up to the ticket counter and said, hey, we have 14 people in our private screening. She printed out 14 tickets for us. It was very simple, very easy. We divided the money on ourselves. Right. There was no issue on that side with people paying at the movie theater. It was all on our end, and that's how it should be, in my opinion. I thought it was done very, very well. Cinemark is crushing it at that point. I also just, as far as the COVID protocols and everything, they did a really, really good job as well. Just for example, guys, you know, you go to back, you know, a year and a half ago, you'd go see a movie like Kong or Godzilla versus Kong on opening night. You know, for like an XD theater, which we did, it'd be anywhere from $17 to $22. We paid $10.50 for our tickets. We paid $10.50 for our tickets for the private screening. If you have the ability to do a private screening, I know some people in the chat are saying that's not possible, and I'm sorry that it's not possible. But if you have the ability wherever you are, it is highly, highly, highly worth it. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. It also feels very cool. You're in a theater with just the people that you know, the people that you want to see a movie with. You can talk and jabber before the movie starts. You can play around and the movie starts, and you're having fun, yelling and screaming and doing whatever you want. There's not going to be any jackhole yelling at you from 2 rows back. You know, it's fun. It's a good environment, and I give all the credit to Cinemark for creating that for us, and we're very, very thankful. So,
I can't wait to see us in a theater for Mortal Kombat and seeing like these gruesomeness and just all of us going, "Oh my god!" Or just some like.
I'll say, by the way, that was the first time we saw the Mortal Kombat trailer in theaters, and the special effects looked so much better in the theater. Like Goro looked way better on the big screen when I thought he didn't look that good on my computer. So the theater is definitely the way to go.